You have a hidden admirer, and what people think is that this person is completely smitten but terrified to confess. Consumed by a mix of desire and fear, their feelings are overwhelming them. Hey there, I'm Katsumi, and this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. The energy is swirling with unspoken emotions and hidden passion, and right now the word coming through is secret. I'm also hearing that their heart beats only for you, but their courage is failing. Now let's find out what other messages are coming through. So starting off, we have Eight of Hearts. So it's very sad to see this because there's some sort of like emotional detachment to the choice of having to, I heard, release this secret, okay? But there is a sense of like forward movement, forward drive, action. There's intensity in the pursuit to tell you their feelings, but at the same time, it's like they're trying to balance the scales of like, should I do it or should I not do it? And it's almost like they're not trusting their inner judgment, okay, with the spy master. It's like they've had these feelings for a long time. It's almost like they're a hidden admirer. And it's almost like they're very smitten towards you, but they're terrified to confess. And it's almost like they're consumed by desire and fear. And it feels as though like it's really overwhelming them right now. And they kind of just want to, it's almost like they don't want to go out of their way to pursue this out of fear of what could happen, out of fear of like getting a no, getting a bad reception, getting a bad connotation behind it, maybe even ruining a relationship that's already established. Maybe you're friends already. Maybe, you've known this person for a long time and they have had these feelings for so long, but they don't want to express it because it could isolate them. It could put them in this weird reflective state of like, what did I do wrong? Why did I do that? It's almost like they're second guessing every step of the relationship with you. And they kind of just want to let things go. They kind of want to heal and move on from it. It's almost like they want to just turn their back to things so that they can just like let it go. But some part of them is always going to be thinking about these cups, It's always going to be thinking about traversing forward with you and having that momentum, having that relationship. It's like they're trying to heal their heart and transition over into like the next step because maybe they feel like it may not work out with you. So they're just like putting away their feelings. They're putting off their feelings. It's almost like because they're putting it off, they're hiding it, they're storing it, they're doing other things to distract themselves. It's almost like delayed grief in that regard. Resistance. They're shutting down how they really feel. I wonder if this person had an interaction with you in some regard that made them feel like they couldn't pursue you. Almost like, I'm getting like the word friend zone for some reason. It's almost like they feel as though they want to be with you, but the cards aren't in their favor. And they have to kind of just like, I don't know why, I heard the word play the fiddle. It's like they kind of have to keep being your cheerleader, but at the same time, they want more, is what I'm hearing. They want to have a solidified relationship with you that is based on mutual desire and affection. Maybe they feel like the emotions are one-sided. Maybe they feel like it's just all in their head, like it's a fantasy, or it's something that they feel a close connection with, but you may not feel it. I'm almost feeling like this person writes poems, or they read a lot, or maybe someone who's like has a lot of hobbies, like maybe they collect card games, maybe they play video games, maybe they utilize their pastime with like other things, like maybe they go on joyrides, or maybe they are like really into like a specific niche or like a specific hobby is what I'm feeling too with this card. but it's almost like it's just a pastime to get them to kind of hide the feelings, to hide away from the feelings, to almost like shy away from it until another day. Yeah. And it has something to do with their like childhood wounds. Maybe they had a bad interaction with someone in the past where they were really interested in them, but it just didn't work out because when they asked this person out, they're just like, ew, no, or like, no way, that can never happen, or it just got a complete like turn down. So it's just like it made them feel like they were unworthy of having a relationship or being with someone. And so it feels as though like they want partnership, they want alignment, they want to be able to have a union with someone. I'm getting like lovers Gemini energy with that. It almost feels like they wanted structure, but every time they try to create structure around a relationship, it backfired on them. They want to restore this playfulness. They want to restore the innocence of what love could be. They want to restore the idea of going through this path and fearing it but still doing it anyway, is what I'm hearing. But it's like they're very scared or shy to express their feelings right now. It's kind of leading them to like internal conflict and a sense of longing as well. It also feels like they want to shed light on their hidden emotions and the potential of it. It almost like feels like covert admiration, like coming to the surface. Like eventually you're gonna start picking up what they're putting down, is what I'm hearing. It's like they're gonna try to be very playful and witty about it to see if it might almost like spark your interest, because they feel like they might need to play a different sort of game, maybe? I'm not sure. It's interesting. It's almost like it feels very witty, like they want to be very charming with you, but at the same time they're gonna play the right cards because they're trying to play the game the right way, the way that they see is right, is what I'm hearing. They're also trying to protect themselves in this too. It's like dual nature. It's such a yin and yang sort of situation where it's like it feels very cute and charming, but at the same time it's like, I wish this person would be like okay to come forth and just say, hey, do you want this as well? How do you feel? You know, or even just be like, hey, let's go on a date. And like after 1 or 2 dates, you set your boundaries and be like, oh, you know, is this working out? Do you want to continue this? And you know, just being straightforward with that. You know. Maybe the universe is even asking you to come forth if you know that this person might be interested. Maybe I think that might be worth doing in terms of just asking them out and saying, hey, would you be interested in going to this place with me, or you know, checking this out? And then you know, you might open up some of the. I heard floodgates. You might open up the floodgates, which is so funny to hear. It's like, what in the world? I just heard a splash of like water coming through. I'm like, okay. But yeah, nonetheless, like this person feels like if they ask you out, consequences are going to return. It's almost like a boomerang effect. They're going to be like, okay, if I ask this person out, they say yes, I might F this thing up, or I might like mess this thing up in XYZ way. And they're going to be like, they feel like they have karma, but it's like, it feels like they're a really good person and they just had really bad relationships in the past that have made them feel, I've heard the word underwhelming. Like it's like, and it kind of put them underwater and it's like they're drowning almost, and like they feel like they can't breathe and they can't come to surface, is what I'm hearing. And they keep feeling like something is gonna come back around to hurt them. I feel like that's really sad. It's almost like they've had some really bad relationship stuff in the past, so it's kind of made them traumatized almost. And they need someone almost to be understanding of that, and to almost like have an open heart, an open mind, to help them see their potential, to see the beauty and the beauty of their character and who they are and how they traverse through life. They need someone who is like almost like who can cheer them on and invest in them and be patient with them and kind of have that reciprocity of giving and taking, you know. That sense of fairness, really, is what they're kind of looking for in that partnership. It's something to do with settling the accounts. Settling the accounts. Almost feels like, it feels like their love life is like overdue, is what I hear as well. Yeah, but a lot of it has just been related to miscommunication. It feels like they've had some pretty good relationships in the past, but due to miscommunication, maybe they felt like they were a burden to people. Maybe they felt like they were always kind of like giving excuses for themselves, and like, interestingly enough, retrograde blame. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why. When I first saw this card, I kind of like chuckled a bit, because it's like retrograde makes people kind of like say the truth, and like they're just like, oh, I blame the retrograde for making me like speak up about my problems, or like go inward and like start saying things I didn't want to say, and they kind of blame themselves for like saying something that kind of like threw people off, or like stuff like that. Kind of what I'm hearing there. They're just kind of just like, oh, I blame it on this and that. Like the universe is like this and is doing this and that to me. So it's kind of that. But nonetheless, I feel as though this person is constantly victimizing themselves and giving up. And because of that, it's like, it's going to take a very strong person to almost like come in with like empathy and compassion for them to truly feel loved, and to feel like the relationship is strong. Or that they can speak up and almost like share their full feelings towards you. Last but not least, I feel as though with this open to infinite possibilities, it feels as though you're very open to new relationships, and it feels as though like you're in this energy right now where you can take on new relationships, or a relationship that needs a bit of work, is what I'm hearing. You're okay with building alongside someone and kind of like healing and recovering from past bad relationships. It feels like it's pretty mutual in terms of relationships may not always have been, in the best of light, is what I'm hearing, in terms of just love life or just partnerships in general. But this feels very reminiscent of love. 555 might be of significance, 1010 or 1111, number 59 as well. But yeah, I suppose when this person ever comes in to express their feelings, I suppose the universe wants you to really think about how you want to go about it, whether you want to say yes or no, or just see how things are going to play out. It's really truly up to you to decide there. But it does feel like their admiration will eventually come to surface, and it's really going to be up to you to decide what your next steps are going to be going forward. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If this reading resonated, consider showing your support by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment down below. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, trust your path and let the universe work its magic.